That was a close one, ladies and gentlemen. We were so close to losing. PewDiePie was so close to losing to T-Series yesterday. We were only one subscriber ahead at a certain point in time, but thanks to YouTube for putting PewDiePie #1 on trending, I think that's a main focal point in the cause as to why PewDiePie is now currently 30 to 40,000 subscribers ahead of T-Series, and we're still barely just ahead, but you know, every subscription does count on PewDiePie's channel. But regardless, I kind of want to talk about this battle, and essentially I have two theories as to why PewDiePie was #1 trending on YouTube. Now, before I even jump into this video, don't forget to drop a like, and also if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But let's jump into it. Basically, PewDiePie and T-Series are representing two sides of YouTube. You have PewDiePie, who is representing the individual content creators on the platform, you know, the people that got YouTube started and popularized in the first place. And then you have T-Series, who is representing the industrial corporate end of YouTube. And before I even get the rest of this video started, I kind of want to establish something that I don't think is quite a coincidence. You ever realize that the late night talk show hosts, the celebrities, and even the music companies are always #1, #2, maybe even #3 trending on the platform? I don't think that's a coincidence at all. I think they have some type of connection with YouTube. But regardless, you know, T-Series is inevitably and pretty much obviously buying subscribers just to get ahead of PewDiePie at this point in time. Because if you check out T-Series' channel, they're an Indian music company, right? And they have 86 million subscribers, but they only get about 100 to 200,000 views per video, which is kind of shady, totally against YouTube's terms of service, but yet T-Series is still alive on the platform, and I'm pretty sure if anybody else tried to pull this, they would get their channel deleted. But nevertheless, you see T-Series, and they're only about maybe 30,000 subscribers behind PewDiePie, but PewDiePie at a certain point yesterday was only one subscriber ahead, like I said before. And what happened yesterday was PewDiePie was #1 trending. And the first theory I have about this whole topic is that YouTube is really truly on the individual creator's side. And this is just one theory, right? I have another one that's actually going to be on the opposite end of the spectrum, but PewDiePie represents YouTube, in my opinion. I think he represents the foundation of YouTube. He represents what YouTube is. A person with a dream, a person with 0 subscribers, thankfully, and so, I guess, humbly thanking all of his subscribers when he had only 100 subs at a certain point in time. And now he's blown up, and he's a popular person. He's an internet celebrity, and he's made his dream a career. And a lot of people know him. He's essentially, you know, the person that had a dream and made it a reality. And that's kind of what everybody, you know, strives to do in their life, right? They want a dream to become a reality. And YouTube, I think, possibly could have projected and, I guess, set PewDiePie to that #1 trending spot just to get him ahead of T-Series. Because as you may know, if you're #1 on trending, or maybe even #1 trending in a certain category on YouTube, whether it's gaming, entertainment, music, you're going to get more subscribers. That's just pretty obvious. When you see someone #1 on trending, you're like, wow, this person's popular. Let me give him a sub. And that's, I think, what a lot of the subscribers that set PewDiePie ahead yesterday, after only being one subscriber ahead, could have potentially been the case, right? So T-Series is, you know, still setting back. PewDiePie is now set forward. And I think YouTube possibly could have been on the side of PewDiePie and is on the side of PewDiePie this whole time. Because yes, there was an adpocalypse where there was some racial tension going on with the advertisers and then saying they don't want to be, you know, set on some type of racist video that basically PewDiePie, I think, put out at a certain point in time, right? But PewDiePie was at a certain point in time the face of YouTube, and YouTube believed that. They put him on a lot of YouTube rewinds, right? They did a lot of things to show that PewDiePie is the person that represents the individual creators. And I think that's pretty much set in stone. But, you know, T-Series is still going to buy subscribers, and I think the ultimate goal is just to get PewDiePie to 100 million subs. I think if he gets there before T-Series does, he will become the winner of this battle, right? Because at a certain point in time, T-Series is going to buy enough subscribers to set themselves ahead of PewDiePie. Whether it takes another year or two, or maybe even another month or two, you know, they're eventually going to surpass PewDiePie, and that's just awful, right? I mean, buying subscribers is basically what every YouTuber tells you not to do, and then, you know, this multimedia music service does it anyway, doesn't get their channel deleted, and will inevitably be ahead of the face of individual content creators at a certain point in the future. But regardless, I have a second theory, right? And this second theory kind of goes with that whole concept of, you know, it's not a coincidence that these late night talk show hosts, these celebrities are always trending, right? And if you look at PewDiePie's #1 trending video on YouTube the other day, you're going to see that he titled the video Will Smith Hosts Meme Review. And, you know, PewDiePie's been basically, I guess, the quote-unquote king of memes on YouTube. He always laughs at them. He has a good time with his audience, right? And Will Smith actually wasn't in the video hosting meme review. It was actually Elon Musk by the end of the video, right? But, you know, Will Smith was basically a part of the title on this #1 trending upload that PewDiePie had on the platform. And when you think about it, Will Smith has also been #1 trending on YouTube. Yes, Will Smith has a channel. Will Smith is a lot of the time trending on the platform, right? And what I think possibly could have been the case is that YouTube obviously has some type of algorithm, right? They do things, they put in keywords that will get people that are already popular to that #1 trending spot, right? The Dolan twins were recently on #1, #2 trending. You have a bunch of creators that are, you know, always trending on YouTube, and Will Smith is definitely one of them. And when PewDiePie titled the video Will Smith, YouTube might have indicated that Will Smith was uploading a video, which is kind of shady and weird in the first place, but they could have set that type of vid through the algorithm. Remember, this isn't a person doing this, it's the mechanics and coding behind the YouTube platform, right? Setting that Will Smith titled video to that #1 trending spot. And this is basically my theory that goes against the first one, saying that YouTube really doesn't care who's #1 trending. They just want like the popular celebrities, the music companies, and basically the corporate ends and the corporate companies that make money outside of YouTube to also have a presence on the platform, be trending, be #1 trending. And Will Smith is one of these celebrities that is always trending on YouTube. It's really not some type of coincidence, right? So PewDiePie titled the video Will Smith Hosts Meme Review. Will Smith is always trending. I don't think there's any type of non-coincidental factor here. I mean, you know, it's just kind of weird, the fact that YouTube does do this at, you know, certain points in time. Logan Paul was #1 trending on YouTube by accident, if you guys know, and he was also posting a video of a dead body in Japan, and that caused basically another, you know, really big tension between the advertisers and the YouTube platform, right? So obviously, if YouTube actually looked at that video, it wouldn't be #1 trending. So that's pretty evident that there is some type of algorithm backed by YouTube. And the fact that Will Smith was the first 2 words of a title that PewDiePie uploaded, and, you know, Will Smith is always trending, it kind of gives me the thought that, oh, well, you know, the algorithm kind of just pushed PewDiePie without even knowing it was PewDiePie to that #1 trending spot. And that really kind of sucks if that's the case. I really want PewDiePie to be trending a lot more because he is a great creator. He represents the individual creators, right? I think YouTube really needs to show some support to PewDiePie because he represents the individual creators. He wasn't in the past 2 or 3 YouTube rewinds because of the, you know, the hard R that he said on one of his Twitch streams or live streams on YouTube, and that kind of sucks, right? I mean, people always make mistakes, but regardless, PewDiePie, you know, he was #1 trending. He is still ahead of T-Series. I hope he gets to 100 million subscribers because I think that's the ultimate goal. And like I said before, there's 2 theories. One is that, you know, YouTube is on the side of PewDiePie. Maybe they're trying to say, we're sorry for not putting you in YouTube Rewind, right? Maybe someone, you know, just pushed PewDiePie to that #1 spot to get him ahead of T-Series to save his, you know, subscriber battle between T-Series, right? And the second theory is that, you know, YouTube just basically has an algorithm, and they realized that Will Smith was their first 2 words on a very popular YouTube video, and they just pushed it to the #1 trending spot because Will Smith was in the title, right? And that kind of sucks if that's the case. It really makes me feel that YouTube is just some type of automated service that just, randomly pushes the most popular celebrity names, the most popular people already on the platform that are already making a good living to that trending spot. And that's not what YouTube used to be, right? You had some random videos that were always in trending. That was the quote unquote golden age of YouTube. But without getting too off topic, I would love to see what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Do you think PewDiePie is going to beat T-Series inevitably? Do you think he's going to get to 100 million subscribers first? Or do you think T-Series is going to beat PewDiePie to that 100 million subscriber race? I would love to see what you guys have to say down in the comments below and what your thoughts are. Don't forget to drop a like on the vid. It really does help me out. It helps the channel out. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that bell next to the subscribe button next to my name. I'm Cryptix, signing off.